Okay. Fine. Good. Okay. This is mainly just for documenting purposes, I guess. But I'm back to making APB 2, baby. So what I've done already, I think I spent about an hour and a half doing this. I'm gonna have ChatGPT help me throughout the whole process, so we came up with all this stuff. And it's now walking me through like setting it up. But let me go over, I guess, the main bulletin points of, while I'm waiting for Unreal to do its thing. I'll go over the main bulletin points that we went over as I was communicating with ChatGPT, right? Let me see. Okay. So a lot of the system changes, right? So dynamic district system, spiritual successor to APB Reloaded. It's funny. I like how the AI did that. Okay. So city divided into faction-controlled districts. Each district has a precinct or stronghold with 4 to 5 contacts. Faction with most missions wins. Every 24 hours controls the district. Visual element changes. Faction team vehicles, civilians, and patrol AI spawn. Advanced contact and progression system. Players pledge to contacts in their district's HQ. Progression unlocks gear and cosmetics after max rank. So when you max out that district, right, the players are automatically pledged to a ranked contact, which would be like beat cop, sergeant, detective, chief of police, just kind of an example, right? Based on win rate. Higher win rate equals better pay grade. So depending on how well you do in missions will depend on who it's going to automatically pledge you to in that HQ, I guess, right? And then I think one of the other systems I found really interesting was like AI. I want to add kind of like more AI involvement to make this world feel more alive, while also solving problems like a no player base. We got like ambient combat AI, which are like beat cops or thugs, spawn base and district control, one-shot NPCs engage enemy faction players, appear in missions to support players, and enhance world immersion. So they're literally like one-shot. They'll only have like a pistol or something, so they do like no damage. But then you got the competitive replacement AI, which will basically be what spawns in if there's no opposition. And it will adjust based off of your threat. I'm going to change it later to rating, where you're going to have two systems, which would be like your threat, which is PvP based, and then your rating, which would be PvE based. Is how it's going to be, right? Like versus bots. But for now, I'm keeping it simple. Oh yeah, so allowing players to make their own missions and races. And it's going to be, well, specifically with races, it's going to be like the Midnight Club, where you just kind of put checkpoints down. And then it's up to the players to decide how to best get to those checkpoints, kind of thing. I think would be kind of cool. And then I'm going to add a spectator system. And like an arena, which will be more of like ranked, where players can spectate and bet on who they think will win. It'll have a more advanced it'll like follow player statistics when playing in the arena, so you'll see how good or bad they play in the arena and stuff like that. It's going to be kind of like the competitive section of the game, beyond just playing standard missions. Player economy and stores. So the idea with this is that instead of just having a centralized like market like we have now, there would be a central market, but with really high taxes, to help incentivize players to rent out these like rentable stores that'll be littered throughout the city that you can rent out, and then you can sell there, and then be able to adjust your fees to like how other players, if like other players wanted to sell at your store, you could set like a standard base fee. But let's say you want to incentivize certain people to come to your store, you could like make it where they have lower fees or something like that. I don't know. I don't quite know. This one's not fully fleshed out yet. Same as a clan system, I don't have this fully implemented yet. I think the only main thing was this, having an internal clan store. Because right now when it comes to like making a clan and then making clan uniforms and like clan vehicles, like the logistics behind it is kind of complicated where, you know, one player makes it, but then you're like dependent on that player to be able to distribute all that stuff. My idea is to make a clan system where there's like an internalized clan store where you can put stuff up there for like a price, but then they would have like infinite duplications. And then you can set the sell price for it, right? So for like new players, you could have like a starting vehicle and starting clothes. You just have them go to the clan store and they pay like $50 to get the clothing and stuff. That was kind of my main one. Strongholds, this isn't necessarily fully fleshed out in my mind yet, but I want to make it where clans are more have a bigger impact. These are a lot of the things I talked with the AI. And of course we got an idea behind it. So now I'm working on it, right? So we got stuff going. we're making the game. And I'm gonna follow the steps and hopefully I can make a fairly bare bones version. I don't think it'll have all the systems, but I'm hoping to have maybe a playable version, maybe in like 2 to 3 months, I think. Let's see though. I do like the way the ChatGPT does it, because when I was trying to months ago, of course, right? Because I abandoned this project, like I always abandon all my projects. Well, I need. Fuck. This one. Okay. Nice, it's up. Okay, so let's see. So what it wants me to do first is to create folders to create for clean organization in the content browser. Content drawer. We go with Blueprints player, Blueprints faction, Blueprints contacts. Widgets UI. Folder. It's gonna be actually rename. So BP prints. Folder. I want BP. Player BP faction. BP comics. Oh, I'm just gonna do this. UI. What is widgets short for? Oh, the shorthand for widgets. UI. We'll just go widgets UI. Okay. Because I can't think of it. Create faction enum. This will let us assign factions to players and contacts. Right click, friends, information, name it E faction. So am I going to be putting this in the BP factions folder? I don't know. I'm just gonna follow what it says. So right click blueprints, enumeration. Oh, this one. Enumeration. Name it E factions. E faction. Add the enumeration. Cursor. This enum will be used in player state and contacts BP used to define a lead. Okay. No, save all. Step 2.2. Set up a custom player state. This is where we'll track each faction. Pledge. Create a new. Wait. What folder are these supposed to go into? Current classes player state. State. Class state. Add variables. Needs to be replicated. I doubt it's gonna be a boolean, but it hasn't specific about that yet. Be contact base. Object reference replicated. Are we skipping something? I don't even have a contact base yet. What are you talking about? How am I supposed to use that as an object reference if I don't even have it? Yo. Oh, I see. I did this wrong. Action. Enum. Replicated. Okay. This variation. Pledge contact. Now it says type is BP contact base. I haven't. Literally have not given me that. Okay. Let me let it know. Okay. Current. Peace. Okay, so this one is actually specific about which content drawer we're putting it in. Blueprints, contact, view contacts. Different class, actor, VP, contact, case. Okay. Safe. Let's see. So add these components and variables. Static mesh for now. Use any placeholder mesh like a mannequin or cube. Name it contact mesh. We're opening it. Static mesh for now. Use any placeholder mesh. Shit, I actually literally don't remember anything anymore. Add static mesh cube. Perfect, baby, cube. Name it contact mesh. Widget component, optional for now, future on-screen action, contact widget. Oh shit, I don't know how to widget anymore. Variables to add. No, hold on, widget. Where do I go? Add widget? And it's gonna be contact widget. Variables to add. Play name of contact. Contact name. Action. Set which side they belong to. Advanced? No. Oh. Okay. For now, we're set it as neutral. And then we have another one. There's going to be contact ID. Name. Name or integer. We'll go with name. For tracking who they are. I compile. Okay. X and giggles. Okay. Make sure faction and contact name are instance editable and change them in the world when playing different contacts. Oh. Make sure faction and contact name are instant editable. I'll save faction edited save. Ah, okay. Optional now. Add a simple interaction function. Later we'll add a way for the player to walk up and pledge to the contact. You can name that function something like pledge contact. Optional. It would be a function. I don't have any real functions. We'll name it pledge to contact. Okay. I'll go back to step 2.2. Now the BP contact case exists. Return to BP player state and add pledge contact BP space. Object. I need it to be an object reference. I think that's it. Replicated is going to be yes. Once that's done, let me know and we'll move on to either setting up the actual pledge logic or designing a UI for pledging your call. Ooh, do we do the UI first? I like how it says my call. My call. Okay. Well. I think the UI be the better way when we get to logic. I'll be able to visually see. I don't know. Would it make sense to build? On how you like to work, but here's a clean breakdown. Planning, layout, and visuals, expecting it to actually function. Why it can make sense to build UI early. For planning, you'll get a feel for the processes when they interact with the contract. It helps guide how complex or simple the system will be. Placeholder setup, you can create buttons like push it and find them later. This faster workflow later. When the logic is ready, you just plug into the buttons instead of building the UI from scratch at that point. If you're unsure what information needs to be shown in the UI, let's build the UI now as a placeholder so we can design how it will look. Set up the buttons, leave room for dynamic elements like context, name, and faction. Then when the logic is ready, we bind it to actually perform the pledge. What to include in the UI. Create a new widget blueprint. WBP pledge menu and yes, we can and should make the UI shell now, but it won't do anything yet. We'll hook up the actual pledge. Oh, okay. So we're gonna make the UI then, because it just makes more sense. Okay then. Build a clean UI. Step by step, create the WPP pledge. I create the widget blueprint. Go to widget UI folder. Ooh. Okay, so we're gonna compile, save. We're gonna save all. Close. Content drawer. content. We're gonna go into widgets. Right click. User and widget blueprint. Blueprint. Let's make sure it's user widget then. Okay. Name it. Open the widget blueprint and design the layout by the designer tab. The fuck am I listening to? I'm gonna put that on loop, I guess. Widget blueprint and design the layout. Panel to canvas. Be by default. Okay, so when it comes to widgets, I actually set root panel to canvas. Set root panel to canvas. I think it already is. I'm not gonna worry about it. Okay. Okay, I see now. Okay. Add the following elements. Text. Text heading. I do. Box text multi-line. Text. Look. This is gonna be the heading. Okay, the name. I mean, no. Let me do my stuff. What the hell? Text. Told you this is what I'm gonna be doing. I mean, I don't care right now. I'm streaming. Font size 2030. Okay, and then the text itself. Fuck. What I don't understand about this is let's say pledged, contact name here. Pledge to contact and pledge, contact name here. What else are we setting up? Forcer criminal? I mean, I guess we can do that. I don't know if I need to specify. Unless I make it where players aren't committed to action, but that'd be dumb. You would know if you're an enforcer or criminal. I guess just for the sake of following steps. But for now, I'll just keep it all up there. Oh, this is the UI for the contact. Okay, hold on. If that's the case, I'll put it down here. Contact name here. Action or criminal there. Pledge to contact, and then we're gonna make the button pledge. Button. Text pledge. I'm sure a lot of this is going to get simplified in due time. I think just for now, just for a functioning system. Okay. For the button, color and opacity. Like you change the. Okay. It must be the same size. Has to be the same size. Can't fucking live with a non-same size. Background color will be red. Okay. We're making some really fucking scuffed. We're making a really scuffed fucking system here. Okay. So contact name here. So I'll put that up there, and then we'll talk about which faction they're down here, and then pledge of contact. Okay. Now the only thing is, I kind of want to add is like a background thing, so that when this comes up, background. Oh man. Oh. I didn't change anything. Place to content. Okay, no, get rid of that. And color. There we go. Okay, there. At least that way, when it pops up, the whole menu just pops up. I think that's better. Okay. Arrange my layout. Use a vertical box. Vertical box. Anchor it to the center of the screen using presets. So it says to use a vertical box. Let me look for it. Widget is a layout panel allowing child widgets to automatically lay out vertically. Look at how good this is, though. Put it in the canvas panel. Dead center. And then I guess what we'll do is all of this. All of this is going to go into vertical box. Oh shit. Button, vertical box. Oh, I hate that. I hate that immediately. We're not doing that. I was happy with what I had made. Dang. Man. You going to the bathroom, huh? Are they the same size? I don't think so. It doesn't look like they're the same size. It's bothering me now. Fuck. Fuck this vertical box. Delete. I don't need no vertical box. I'm happy with what I made. I think the widget's really good. You grip the text and buttons, anchor it to the center of the screen, add padding, margins for spacing, add a background panel or border to make it look more polished. This is fine. I think this is good. I walk up to a contact, and this pops up. That's pretty nice. Okay, so now I'll save. Bam, we got it. Contact name here. Faction force or criminal. Pledge to contact. Pledge. Cancel. As a basic. My goodness. Okay, so switch to the graph tab. Select button pledge. Select button pledge. Get button pledge. The details panel. Oh, actually, ready. Button pledge. Details panel. bottom. Sorry. She sprayed shit and I'm sneezing everywhere now. Bottom clicks. Plus an event node graph. Name the event on pledge button clicked. Rename. Rename. I can't rename. On clicked button play. I don't get to name the event, you fucking crazy psychopath. Unclicked button play. Print a string. That was weird. Okay. Cancel. Clicked. Set up variables for dynamic in the variables panel. Okay. I'm gonna go with string. Editable. 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 Goes on spawn. Correct. Let me pull the on editable. Now bind text contact name and text faction variables in the designer. Now bind them. Text contact name. Bind. Text name. Bind. I made it, right? Versions editable, expose on font. Also want to go back to designer. Text contact faction. Binding. Oh my god, how do I... Okay. Hopefully that worked. Okay. We've created the core UI for pledging. Right now, it looks clean and works. Has buttons we can hook into later. Can, can display the selected contact's info. Next up, when you're ready, triggering this UI to appear when player walks up to interact with the contact. You know when you're finished. Want help setting up that interaction. Get ready. Interact with the contact in the world. Step-by-step contact interaction. Open Pledge UI overview. We'll let the player walk up to a contact, press a key, and enter. Pledge menu, contacts info, add an interaction to contact base. Okay. Save all. We're gonna go back up to content here. We need to go to contact base, which is contacts. BP contact base. Okay. So for the components, we're gonna add this. Give me like a mannequin. A skeletal mesh. Cut. Where do I want the skeletal mesh? Okay, they changed some stuff. Cut. I'll leave it which is a blocked end. Okay, if we'll just be walking up to a cube. Looks huge. Okay, why is it not shifting? Why is it not changing? Scale. Okay, so it's... Oh, that's the contact widget. I'm fine with that a bit better. Okay, so let's see. Add a box color. Shape it to cover the small box. I can size it up, I think. Save. The event graph. Okay, so we're going to event. Event begin play. Maybe if I spelled it right, huh? For the interactions. Add overlap. Line on component begin. On component lap. Action zone. Out. Store the player reference. Oh, variable. Or set to overlapping player class. Fuck, man, I think it's actually set. And it's the... So let me... So on begin overlap, that's the player as overlapping. Person character, player, my player class reference, there. That's how that works? Is that really how that works? Hold on. So event begin play, we have a collision zone within interaction zone. On begin overlap, when the player overlaps it, I set it as an overlapping player. What? Yes, overlapping? What? What am I doing wrong? Hold up, so I needed to specify some fucking shit. Okay. So I'm on step 1. Up, up, event. Okay, so we're here. Make sure you're inside the event graph of my blueprint. Yes, I'm here. Select the interaction component. Okay. Enable. Right over. Okay, it's enabled. Go down to collision. Make sure generate checked collision set. Overlap all dynamic. Dynamic. Okay. Add the overlap event nodes with actions selected at the bottom. Click. Walking me through step by step. Details panel, scroll. Overlap. And unit. Handle the begin overlap. Now let's swapping player reference. Add a variable name swapping player. I added that. Types BP third person character. Whatever player character class is. Character class. Make it object reference. Never mind, I'm fucking retarded. In the graph, connect the event actor begin over. Cast. Yeah, I don't know why it does that. Okay. Character. Stores the player when they enter the zone. That's literally all I have to do. Why does that seem too simple? Now let's click release from event and up. Cast. I don't understand. I don't understand. Is this really how this works? I feel like I'm missing something. I don't get it. I don't get it. Sorry, I don't get it. Fuck. How to screenshot. Turn screen key on the Windows key Shift S. Well, where did this get saved? Oh, pictures, screenshot. I'm very close, and most of my setup is correct. You're detecting the player and setting the overlap properly. Here's what you needed to add. What you did right. On complete an overlap and on properly set up. You're casting to BP third-person character. Setting the overlapping player variable. Debug prints are in place. But I still need to add. You're not yet telling the player who the nearby contact is. Set the nearby contact variable. Back off the blue. Need to have this created. Need to have this have created this variable on the player character. Connect the self-reference connected. And that the player will now know which contact they're near. Key interaction. All fed you up. We haven't set up. Walk through how to create a contact player characters. Yep, this will. The contact tell the character. In my blueprint panel, let me contact. Not save it. Fuck it. Go back to BP contact base. BP contact base. Update overlap logic. Return to your contact blueprint and update the overlap events. On component beacon overlap. After setting overlapping player, drag off and type set nearby contact. Set nearby contact. Set the input to self. By contact. Okay, never mind. I think I actually have to do that. Do the same but set it to none. What? Same cast result, drag off set nearby contact. Yes! That's awesome. I'm excited. Okay. Zombie, hey, let's go. Your variable type is the wrong class, I think. Are you trying to do interact with contacting? Oh, what's up, zombie? Sorry, I'm distracted. Yeah. Well, let me answer what it's trying to do. Okay. So what it's it's telling me everything's correct. We'll see. So the contact. This is like a parent class. I think is the way it's trying to set this up because I don't have any specific contacts yet. Is what I think I'm setting up right now is the parent class. So what it's doing, because I literally haven't sent anything up yet. I don't even have the. I made a UI though. Check this. Oh no! Oh shit! What did I fuck up? Let's go here then. Fuck. You might be right. I think I fucked up. Seems I got it. Well, it said I did it. I didn't do it. I got a bunch of problems here. This blueprint self is not a BP third person character, therefore a target must have a connection. Okay, so this is obviously wrong. That doesn't make sense. So actually no, that does make sense. I think the thing I'm not getting right, because that is the contacts. So what I'm missing here is the player. Was this? Let me try that. Yes, okay. Save all. File, save all. So what I think is happening, what I think the AI is doing, because it's a... Like I said, I'm following it like step by step. I've had so many times where it's like, I don't understand, please walk me through like child, and then it walks me through like child. I feel accomplished. I need to turn this fucking music off. It's actually more distracting than it's helping. Anyways. So now what I need to do, what it wants to do, is make it where... Move on to making the player press E to bring up the pledge UI from the contact they're near. Let me know that interaction step. So what we're doing first is we're setting up the pledge system because I'm assuming once I set up contacts, it's going to have me set up missions. So that I can run through that. Seems I got it. Well, I didn't have it. Anyways, how you doing? Welcome back. Oh shit, I fucked up. What's over here? I'm having issues. This new laptop seems to function worse than my old laptop when it comes to doing the Unreal Engine stuff. I'm actually having more problems with it. But worried about when I start doing like C++ stuff. Because doing this, look at the delay when I don't know if you saw it, but when I try to do like a type thing, okay, well it worked this time, but sometimes it doesn't update it. It's weird. Okay, let's move on to the next step. So we got when I walk into overlap action zone, sets it up, and then it move on to making the player press E to bring them to play contact they're near. Okay, I'm ready. The only thing I hate about the AI on ChatGPT is that it's always trying to have me do steps that we haven't done yet. It's like, oh, now let's implement this variable, and I'm like, you fucking asshole, we haven't done that yet. It's like, oh, you're right, let's go correct that real quick. I'm like, you. If this was going to be necessary, why don't we do that first? Okay. Step 3, interact with contact using the E key. Confirm input action. Haven't done this yet. Input action exists. Okay, so we're gonna set the input action. Edit project settings. Under action mappings, create an action call. I can't believe I forgot all this. I mean, like, I'm vaguely remembering some of this stuff, but this is going to be interact. I do like ChatGPT more than when I was trying to use Grok. Grok was all over the fucking place. This feels way more structured. Find it to E. Oh, I want to make it F. E. Hold on. Hold up now. APB, the correct key. Push interaction key F. F, okay. F, I mean F. Keyboard F. That's it? That's all I do for that? Step 2. As long as you already set up. Fuck. Gotta scroll up. I missed. Handle the interact input in BP third person character. Okay. I guess that auto saves, I hope. Open the event graph. Search input action. Fuck. Context sensitive, no. One more time. So input action. Okay. We can get rid of that then. Now I know what it's trying to have me do, so let me find that. Input, action events, interact. That's literally what I'm looking for. That node, add a branch. Condition is nearby contact. What? What? Hold on. Right click, search input action interact, choose input action, press node. From that node, add branch. Condition is nearby contact valid. And choose get. Right click it and choose convert to validated get. Oh. Maybe I just read a couple more sentences. How I did like is valid. Shit. Oh wait, that wouldn't that be a way better branch than what this is? Get rid of you. Valid. Right contact is valid. I don't understand. Valid branch. I don't get it. I don't think that works that way. What am I missing? Uh, let me reread it. Use input action pressed. From that node, add a branch. Okay. Branch. I found it. Okay. I didn't find it. I didn't find shit. What is this? Add a branch. Condition is nearby contact valid. Drag nearby contact into graph. Choose get. Right click it and choose convert to validated get. If nearby contact is valid. Okay. We're actually not doing the branch. I took it literally. Okay. Call a function on it, display pledge. Well, it's probably get. What did I name it? In a widget UI, WPP, WBP. Get. Oh, is it get widget? Bro, I don't have the fucking function. That's what's happening. Okay. Oh, you son of a gun. Step 3 is creating the display pledge UI. BP contact base. BP contact base. Function. I'll go to in the my blueprint panel, click plus function, name it. Yeah. You son of a gun. Son of a gun. That's why I was confused. Inside the function, get player control. Oh, shit, hold on, actually. Remote variable needed. What if I did get player control? Keep reading. Create widget node, create widget class. Okay. Player class, budge menu. Owning player is output of get player controller. Set contact info on the widget. Contact name, selfs, selfs. Get a reference. Fuck. Fuck. Doesn't. There's no reference. How would I solve? Fixes the problem. Fuck. Okay. For now, I'll set it to neutral. Figure out how to do that. That's a contact name and contact faction self variable. The problem is it goes through enum. Literally, there's no way I can do that. Contact it. I need it. It. Okay, that's a lot simpler, I think. Add to viewport. Drag off the return value of create widget. Add to add. Optional set UI focus. Set Set UI focus. Current flow example. So then after this, it would be set plus. What? Is it this in mouse lock mode? Do not lock. I'll leave it with do not lock, I guess. Final result. Player walks up to a contact, presses E, UI pops up with correct contact info. Player can click pledge logic. That will come next. Let me know once it's right pledge button. Okay, so let's compile, save files. We're gonna go to the third person app. We're gonna drop act face. Garbage can over here. Supposedly should player left to interaction zone. Player entered interaction zone. Press F. Shit. I fucked up. Fuck. Where where did I go wrong? That didn't quite work. Didn't quite work. Okay. Add to viewport. Set input mode only by markup. Select asset. Add viewport to target. What if I? No, I don't think that would work. So in theory, it should have popped up. No, we skipped steps. No, we skipped steps. That didn't work. Why? Is not a BP cut, therefore target must have a connection. Okay. 8. Character name is A. I can't see my crosshair. It's not locked, but the crosshair is not visible, so now I need to fix that. Oh, look, the buttons highlight. Okay. How do I get out of this? Oh shit, how do I close? How do I close the UI? Let's see if this works. Okay, that didn't quite work. Same key. Shit. Okay, what if I also need to show a mouse cursor. That part's kind of fucked up too. Let me see. Not lock. Lock. How do I? Show mouse cursor through. How did I get you cut? How do I fucking plus show mouse cursor plus? How do I? Okay, so two things. I can't close widget, and I don't make the menu. Select cancel button. Go down to on click. Oh, that closes it? Oh, hold on. Am I just stupid? No! In the graph, hook up, get owning players set input. I don't care about that. Tell Unreal to show the mouse. It is okay. Pledge UI function. Act base. At the end of the function, after add to viewport.
Fuck you, and you, and you. I hate your friends and they hate me too. I'm through, I'm through, I'm through. This that hot girl bummer anthem, turn it up and throw a tantrum. This that hot girl bummer anthem, turn it up and throw a tantrum. This that throw up in your Birkin bag, hook up with someone random. This that social awkward suicide, that by your lips and by your likes. I swear she had a man, but shit hit different when it's Thursday night. That college dropout music, everyday like that. She be too thick and my friends are all annoying, but we go dumb, yeah, we go stupid. This the 10K on the table just so we can be secluded, and the vodka came diluted. One more line, I'm superhuman. Fuck you, and you, and you. I hate your friends and they hate me too. I'm through, I'm through, I'm through. This that hot girl bummer anthem, turn it up and throw a tantrum. Fuck you, and you, and you. I hate your friends and they hate me too. Fuck you, and you, and you. This that hot girl bummer anthem, turn it up and throw a tantrum. This that hot girl bummer two-step, they can't box me in, I'm too left. This that drip is more like oceans, they can't fit me in a Trojan. Out of pocket, but I'm always in my bag, yeah, that's the slogan. This that who's all there, I'm pulling up with an emo chick that's broken. This that college dropout music, everyday like that. She be too thick and my friends are all annoying, but we go dumb, yeah, we go stupid. This the 10K on the table just so we can be secluded, and the vodka came diluted. One more line, I'm superhuman. Fuck you, and you, and you. I hate your friends and they hate me too. I'm through, I'm through, I'm through. This that hot girl bummer anthem, turn it up and throw a tantrum. Fuck you, and you, and you. I hate your friends and they hate me too. Fuck you, and you, and you. This that hot girl bummer anthem, turn it up and throw a tantrum. This the college dropout music, everyday like that. She be too thick and my friends are all annoying, but we go dumb, yeah, we go stupid. This the college dropout music, everyday like that. She be too thick and my friends are all annoying, but we go dumb, yeah, we go stupid, we go stupid, we go stupid, we go.
And you want me to change? Fuck you!
Fuck you, and you, and you. I hate your friends and they hate me too. I'm through, I'm through, I'm through. This that hot girl bummer anthem, turn it up and throw a tantrum. Fuck you, and you, and you.
Okay, step by step. Set pledge contact.
Te chingo en la mesa ping pong, indoor se lo doy en fall. Ay Dios, ay Dios, ay Dios, ay Dios. Tú y yo combinamos siempre, pero siempre te me pierdes. Si supieras cómo se siente tenerte encima y tener suerte. Yo sé que me mientes, pero qué rico es verte. Yo te deseo como un ciego desea verte. Me chingo en la mesa ping pong, indoor se lo doy en fall. Ay Dios, ay Dios. Ay Dios, ay Dios, tú y yo combinamos siempre, pero siempre te me pierdes. Si supieras cómo se siente tenerte encima y tener suerte. Yo sé que me mientes, pero qué rico es verte. Yo te deseo como un ciego desea verte.
Tú y yo somos totalmente distintos en location, la misma conexión. Chingame aquí mismo que me lo merezco. Baby, tú eres mi amuleto, por eso te quiero encima de mí. Me pierdo porque me extraña y me des con rabia, me desbarate. Sabes que me tienes, que más tú
Next
quieres,
feed.
dímelo. Loco, no le frenes, lo mío es tuyo.
Cast to BP, cast to BP.
Tú me das suerte y te lo juro. Ay Dios, déjalo adentro, aquí estás seguro. Te chingo en la mesa ping pong, indoor te me pongo en fall. Ay Dios, ay Dios, ay Dios, ay Dios.
Set the pledge contact.
Tú y yo combinamos siempre, pero siempre te me pierdes. Si supieras cómo se siente tenerte
Now.
encima y tener suerte. Y sé que me mientes, pero qué rico es verte. Yo te deseo, ese no sale de mi mente.
Drag off the cast to be. Why is that not working then? If that's the
Tell me pretty lies, look me in the face. Tell me that you love me, even if it's fake. Cause I don't fucking care at all. You've been out all night, I don't know where you've been. You're slurring all your words, not making any sense. But I
should
don't
be.
fucking care at all. Cause I have hella feelings for you. I act like I don't fucking care, like they ain't even there. Cause I have hella feelings for you. I act like I don't fucking care, cause I'm so fucking scared. I'm only a fool for you, and maybe you're too good for me. I'm only a fool for you, but I don't fucking care at all.
Oh. Okay, so I actually can't finish this then. Okay.
Tell me pretty lies, look me in the face. Tell me that you love me,
Okay, so
even if it's
here we need to add a new variable.
fucking care at all. You've been out all night, I don't know where you've been. You're slurring all your words, not making any sense. But I don't fucking care.
Yes.
Cause I have
Back expose.
feelings for you. I act like I don't fucking care.
Now when the created in BP context base ask self variable.
Feelings for you. I act like I don't fucking care, cause I'm so fucking scared. I'm only a fool for you.
Now back in BP contact base, display pledge UI must pass self variable. I mean it is. Right here. Contact name affection self. Pledge UI. Contact blueprint. After create widget, The thing is, it's very self-explanatory. I'm just being really dumb about it right now. So fun. So in the display pledge UI, which is set contact reference parentheses on the widget itself.
Yeah, I'd rather be a lover than a fighter. Cause all my life I've been fighting. Never felt a feeling
Fuck.
of comfort. All this time I've been hiding. And I never had someone to come on. Oh, nah, I'm so used to shit. Love only left me alone. But I'm at one with the silence. I found peace in your vibes. Can't show me there's no point in trying. I'm at one, and I've been quiet for too long. I found peace in your vibes. Can't show me there's no point in trying. I'm at one, and I've been silent for too long. I've been quiet for too long. I've been quiet for too long. I found peace in your vibes. Can't show me there's no point in trying. I'm at one, and I've been quiet for too long. I'm in need of a savior, but I'm not asking for favors. My whole life I feel
What
like a
happened now?
burden. I think too much and I hate it. I'm so used to being in the wrong. I'm
Yes.
tired of caring. Loving never gave me a home. So I sit here in the
Fuck.
silence. I found peace in your vibes. Can't show me there's no point in trying.
I had a